Hello, and welcome back to GameBeta Displays The Long Dark, and we are on Interloper difficulty. This is the second episode in the series, and yesterday we made it from Forlorn Muskeg all the way to the camp office in Mystery Lake, and we are just about to have a rummage around in here to see what goodies we can find. Nothing. Oh. Nothing. And nothing. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do, excuse me, is I can't search in this. It's not even that dark outside. It's not even, I'm going to wake up. If I sleep now, I'm going to wake up and it's going to be dark. So what I might do is quickly, how's my hypothermia risk? Quite high. Don't want to do that then. I was going to break down, I was going to go outside and find some cattails. I might have to instead break down some wood if I can't get a fire started. Like I said, it's not too bad because we do have the... There's a table. Get my bearings. There's the bed. So... somewhere here. I can't see. I can't find it. It's so dark, this game. So dark. Oh, search drawer. No, there's two drawers here. There's the other drawer. Nope, found nothing yet. So, yeah, so I'm going to have to go ahead and, unfortunately, drink this can of soda. It's going to hydrate us, and it's also going to give us 250 calories, so that's going to allow us to sleep for a while, and then we can go ahead and sleep when I find the bed. Let's try and sleep 10 hours, and I'm going to wake up thirsty. That's the only problem. I'm very tempted to just get on and start a fire, otherwise I'm going to be losing a lot of condition. I'm going to have to. Probably should have done this before I slept, to be honest. I thought I had a flare. Yeah, there's the flare. Alright, let's do this. Nope, I don't want to use that. Okay. Yeah, I probably should have done this before. Cooked up a bunch of water because it's now going to cost me 2 hours to boil down water. What I might do... oh, come on.
I'm starving.
Nope, I don't want to use that. Yeah, it's okay being starving, but it's not okay being dehydrated. Dehydrated. That will cause you a lot of problems, and it will make you lose condition very, very quickly. Come on, I think we got it this time. Well done, Astrid. Good on you. Right, let's chuck some of this coal in here. Cooking slot, water. We're going to cook up 2 litres with this one. Take that, and I'm going to just do a can quickly to get myself hydrated in this one. We're going to go ahead and pass the time for that one. And while that is doing that, let's... oh, yes! What a find. What a find. The bedroll. That is good. That allows us now, if we get cabin fever or something, we can move and go and stay outside. That is a very important find. And actually one that in Season 1 and Season 2 I did not come across. So, very happy about that. Very happy about that. Right. Still got 12 minutes till that's boiled, so let's go down here and have a quick look. I'll have a proper look later. I just want to see if there is anything else, any clothing or anything. Doesn't appear to be. I know. Oh well, we've got a Frontier shooting guide. Kind of pointless, to be honest. I can hear that water boiling. Oh, a whetstone. It's going to be handy for later. Always make sure you check down here, guys, because that's where you find the magnifying glass sometimes. This time though, no luck. Okay, we've got a bandage. Not bad. Okay, so I think that'll do for a minute. Yeah, really didn't want to use this flare, but I needed a fire, I needed water. There's no way you can right, get rid of this can, and then let's cook up 2 more litres. I'm going to store my water here. I'm going to throw this away now because it's giving me an earache with the sound. We have 1 hour and 32. We have 15 minutes till that's boiled. Go ahead and take a torch. Get the torch out. We're going to need that later. And let's add some more sticks. There we go, now it's nice and sunny outside. Drink that. See, this is why I like to carry 2 pots around with me, and I think we got a bit lucky with the pots, to be honest, because we found this might be the only fire I make for a while, so I kind of need to make sure I have enough water. I can't believe I didn't start cooking that water there. Yeah, if I can't find matches, so I don't want to use all this coal, but we're kind of going to have to for now. If this is the last fire I'm going to be making, let's make the most of it. Got 2 hours left. And I think we got enough for okay, we don't have enough quite for that. I don't think, not unless I can break something else down. Oh yeah, I can break these down I suppose, can't I? That will allow us just to finish off both of these pots. This is 1 hour left, 28 to 25 minutes. So actually, just pass the time until that's done. That's done. Got 37 minutes, so I could probably go ahead and boil up that much, and then 1 more hour. Break this down. That water's going to be dried now, I'd imagine. No, straight. 48 minutes. Oh. Let's do another 50. Let's do another 50. There you go. That should be fine. There you go. Alright, so if that was our last fire, then we have got plenty of water to last us for a while. I'm going to drop all of this in here. Keep 2 litres on myself. And drink some to hydrate ourselves. So we're going to go over and hit the fishing huts now and try and pick up some cattail stalks. Now I've got 14 kilos, so I need to drop some stuff. Let's drop. Don't need that. Probably don't need this just yet, but I'm going to keep hold of it anyway. Certainly don't need 16 cattail stalks, so let's go ahead and drop cattail heads, sorry. Oh, I didn't want to drop all of them. There we go. So cattail heads, yeah, the cattail stalks are what you eat. You use the heads for the tinder, but use the stalks to eat. Have a quick look around here now. It's daytime. A more careful look. Kind of spray there. Might actually use that to mark the trail to the fishing hut. Oh, herbal tea. Nearly missed that. That's going to be good for getting some condition back later. If I do find some matches. I wish I'd found that earlier because I could have cooked that up while I was doing all of that. Do I have any time left on the fire? Has it gone out? Yes. I believe it has. Yep. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. And what's over here? There's a note there, guys, that you can read. Nothing else under here. Nothing under there. I'm surprised you usually find an item of clothing in here. Not been very successful in this hut, to be honest. Bit disappointed. Never mind. At least we've overcome the first issue of water, so we have enough water now for a while. We can make our way down to... Oh, there is a body here. Is that a body? There is a body here, yeah. Okay, come on, give me some clothes, dude. Thanks. I just dropped 16 tinder plugs, but hey-ho. Or cattail heads, but they might as well be called tinder plugs. They do the same thing. Where's that other feather? So yeah, so now I have the hacksaw. That does allow me to, A, cut down some wood. Certain wood, not all of it. It also allows me to cut up some deer carcasses, so that's also good. I don't want to keep picking up these heads, so I'm not. Yes, the stalks that you eat, guys, the heads for the tinder. And to be honest, after a while they do start to weigh you down a little bit. Like, they are quite light, but they get quite heavy quite quickly. Right, so... Oh, I said that I wanted to mark out just in case we get lost later, so let's do that. I want to... No! God, that's not what I wanted to do. How do I rub this out? Yeah, I'm not, to be honest, I'm not entirely, there we go. So, this is the way home. What this is going to allow me to do is, if I get lost in the fog here, it's going to allow me to find my way home. Because I have got it, I have got lost, believe it or not, I have got lost walking from that hut to that cabin when it's been foggy. Because you can be fishing and you run out of wood, you run out of so that you see your heat source dies down, you go outside and it's foggy, and unless you try and make a run for it, you're just going to sit there and slowly freeze to death. And that has happened before. Now, I'm not exactly going in a very straight line here, am I? So... as long as these arrows are kind of pointing in roughly the right direction. I wish one thing I'd like Hinterland to change is the fact that you need to keep constantly selecting this. I wish it would just allow you to keep this open with the same thing, because when you're painting arrows like I am here, it gets a bit annoying to have to keep going back in, selecting the arrow, selecting the direction. You know, it should memorize your last signal or sign, if you like. I should have done this going back to the hut, really. Then I could have stayed in a more straight line. But never mind. It will give me some idea of where I'm going. Space them out a little bit more now, I think. The weather is not too bad, and if that's a deer over there, I may be tempted to harvest it. Yeah, there we go. And as you come out of this hut, obviously you want a nice, it is in that direction, you want a nice arrow like that. That will point me in the direction.
My fingers feel numb.
Alright, okay, there's another flare. So worst case scenario, we have got, if we don't find matches, we do have some way of starting another fire. But I've got enough water, I've got cattails, so I'm probably not going to be using that to start a fire because I'm not going to be desperate for it. Okay, let's hit up this other one. Let's check if there's any cattails over here. There are cattails. Okay, weather's starting to drop down quite rapidly now. That's okay. There we go, hypothermia is kicking in. So good thing is these cattail stalks, they give you about I think it's 150 calories. It is 150 calories, which, to be honest, so you need what, 6 of them? Yeah, two would be 300. There's a wolf over there, and he's coming right this way. He's turning around a little bit. Let's see what Mr. Okay. He had nothing. Surprise, surprise.
I could use
Oh,
this.
nice. Tin of sardines. So, plenty of food, plenty of water, so it's not the worst case scenario. But I need matches, or I need a way of starting a fire, and I need that quickly. That wolf is going over there. Is there any more wolves in this direction? No, I don't think so. So let's scout over here for more cat tails. I keep calling them cat tails. Is in the cat thing? I don't know. Yep, no cat tails here. Now there is a wolf that likes to roam around here on occasion, so maybe keeping an eye out over there. The trick though is to try and get up on these logs if you can when they come, and then you can fling a stone at them. And they often run away. If you find yourself being chased by a wolf, that is. There's also a mountain climbing rope up there, which I can't remember where that takes you. I don't know if you can go up that way, to be honest. I'm going to go check it out though. It might be actually the transition to another in fact I think it is. I think it's the transition to Pleasant Valley, I believe. Or no, Pleasant Valley is the other one. I can't remember. It's a long time since I've been that way. So there's a wolf out by that hut, which ideally I'd like to try and get to, but that's not going to happen today. cloth.
I think I can use this.
Nice. Excellent find. Excellent. We've got the parka, that's going to go on the outside, and we got a scarf. Now, what I can do as well is now I've found some bits of cloth, is make myself some improvised hand wraps, because I do believe I have the sewing kit. And I'll probably go ahead and do that, because that will reduce my frostbite risk somewhat. So while I'm in here, there's not much else here. So let's get a bit of temperature and just break down this. There we go. And heal our hypothermia risk. Take this wood back to the hut with us later. Gonna need a lot of wood when you're fishing, unless you've got very good gear, because you're going to be constantly losing temperature, which means you're going to need to have a fire going. You have nothing else in here, so you end up using a lot of wood. That's the bad side of fishing. But it's no different, to be honest, than if you're wanting to. So let's not go straight towards him that way. Let's go around this back way. And while we're here, we can pick up some more sticks. Yeah, so, you know, if you're harvesting a deer outside as well, unless you just killed the deer, they're normally frozen, well, they're always frozen, so you kind of have to build a fire as well to... Oh, he's coming right over here, isn't he? Is that 2 of them out there? That is 2 of them. Right, let's try and come up behind this hut. 3 of them. I have noticed, you know, I think since the update, the Fearless Navigator update, I've noticed a lot more wolves. Now, I don't know whether that's me or not, but I was playing an offline one, again, just to get a little bit used to the mechanics and stuff, seeing how well I fared, and I actually did a lot better. But I was seeing wolves all over the place, and they were coming in packs of 3 as well. Not a pack like a timber wolf pack, but they were in 3s nonetheless, which is odd, because usually on Interloper difficulty the predators are fewer. And then my Fearless Navigator, if you haven't seen that series, which I'm doing where I'm trying to complete the Faithful Cartographer, the Faithful Cartographer achievement, in that one there was 5 or 6 wolves, and I got attacked twice by 2 wolves. Survived them, thankfully, because I had some pretty good solid gear on me. But I've never come across that. No, I thought maybe it's just Stalker difficulty, but now I'm wondering if not, because I don't think I've ever seen... Maybe I have seen 3 wolves out there, but not that often. But it seems very commonplace now to just have wolves. Lots of wolves in packs of 3s as well. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Oh, there's some beef jerky. A fire starting method would be most welcome right now. I still haven't found any matches. I'm glad I decided to just cook up. There's another can. I am glad I decided to cook up all of that water when I had the opportunity. I wasn't going to. One thing I've learned on Interloper is use what you can at the time and use it as much as you can. So there was no point saving that coal really, because had I not found matches, which so far I haven't, then I would have a bunch of coal which I couldn't start a fire with. I have found a flare, but I don't want to use that flare. I want to use that flare for keeping wolves away from me. So yeah, so my advice is, especially if you're coming from a lower difficulty where you kind of store everything, which I do. I have a very bad habit of hoarding everything that I find. If you are, if you play in that style, that's okay. But really, at this level, I wouldn't play like that. I'm slowly unlearning that style of playing, or that style of play, and reteaching myself that just use what you've got available to you. Don't go nuts with it all. Obviously, don't eat all your food because you've got it there. That's the only thing I wouldn't suggest is don't eat all your food. You can ration your food out quite well. You don't want to keep yourself just keep yourself starving during the day and eat at night. But apart from that, don't be so cautious about using things, because if you can use it at that point in time, it might save your life. And if you don't use it, you might not get another opportunity to use it because you might die. So, not much luck in these huts, but then that's quite often the case, to be honest. These huts are not the best for finding stuff. There's one more over here. There's the bear out there. You can see him crossing over. But there is one more hut over here. Stay clear of these wolves. I'm going to try and walk over this way. Now, a bit risky because I might snap my ankle. But I'd rather snap my ankle than attract a wolf. So I'm going to come up this way and over. The bear's going to be an issue, but not too bad because... There we go, got down there safely. Because he normally walks off up over into that corner of the map, and I have no interest of going over there. It's those wolves that I'm more concerned about. But they're far enough away for the minute. There's a bench. Yeah, the wolf's behind that. And this cave, I think, is just over there somewhere. Alright, so let's go ahead and have a look what we can find in here. Please give me something useful. That's a good start. I will say, actually, we did find... I can't say I've had complete and utter awful luck. Did find the parka and the something else. I can't remember what it was. Parka and the scarf. That was it. So, not entirely useless. And actually, thinking back now, I might have actually forgotten about the cabinets, those medicine cabinets. Okay, so not a lot here. What's the time? It's I could make it back to the hut, I suppose, and do all my business there, which I think is probably what I'm going to do. I don't really want to stay here. Couldn't find much else there. There's the bear sea. I might be able to sneak into that hut because the wolves are over there. Let's have a look. This is a little bit risky. Hopefully if we stay out of his line of sight. Yeah, there we go. So 2 series I didn't find a single bedroll. In 1 series I find 2.
I'll take it.
Randomness. Gloves though, that is a good find. That was worth coming over here for. Well, I say it's worth coming over here for. If I proceed to die now, that's not going to be worth it at all. Right, let's try and keep him out of our line of sight. Oh, it's okay. He's gone back to his. He's gone back to his den. So these wolves now. Now I'm here. That's good because that means I can cut over this hill and avoid those wolves over there. Okay, so once we get back to this hut, I'm going to be knocking the episode. Oh, can I not get up here? I thought I could. I'm sure I've gone up this way before. Oh, okay, well. Hopefully then, the wolves are not too close this way. quite far away from me actually, in all honesty. So that's the only hut that I haven't managed to get to yet. So when these deers go away and are replaced with when those wolves go away and are replaced with deer, then we might be able to go over there and have a look at that hut. Let's have a quick look around here. Any cattail stalks here? I don't think so. No. No. So, not bad. We've got some gear that we can fix up. Some gear that needs fixing up. We've got a parka jacket. We've got a scarf. We can go ahead and harvest some cloth and make ourselves a hat. Well, we got the scarf now, so we don't actually really need to, but I probably will do because it's extra warm. But we'll see. From here, then, the plan is to go and check out the dam. If we can find the heavy hammer there, then we are set to go to Forlorn Muskeg and craft our tools, which will require us to well, yeah, no, I think I'm going to craft the tools in Forlorn Muskeg. The reason being is because it's outside. You've got the warmth of a fire, so you can stay there. I've got the bedroll now, so I can even sleep there as well, which is good. But if I keep that fire going, obviously that's the warmth. I can craft the tools there. I can craft the arrows as well if I can get some. I know where there's one sapling back over at the hut, which I've said that we want to go to, and we will do. Okay, so we're going to leave the episode here today. I hope you have enjoyed watching this and following me on my journey through the Long Dark. If you have, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button. And thank you so much for all your support and effort, guys. And we'll see you next time on Displays the Long Dark. Bye bye.